Hello, everyone. This is Deb Joy Smeek from Delight of My Art, and we're doing mystery stamping today. It is Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is the time that we get together for mystery stamping. So if this is your first time, welcome. We have our cutting directions here. These are shared with you via email. If you're on my email list, if you're not, then you can join at email.orderwithdeb.com. That's just a quick form to fill out so that you can get on my email list. Excuse me. And it's also posted on our Facebook group called Stamp with Delight on Mondays. So that is sent out to you on Mondays and posted on Mondays right before our Wednesday stamping. So hello, everybody's popping in. Nice to see everybody. I did make a note that this one today is not a card. So this one's going to be a 3D item. So welcome Linda and Dasapa and Tony. Hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and put my face away. And we'll get on down to the desktop. So we have some cardstock pieces, and I'll put those measurements on the bottom of the screen too. But I also mentioned this Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Of course, if you have something similar to this, that will work too. The reason that I chose this one, I don't know if you can see how huge this is. It is massive. Let me see if I can find my ruler. It's 5 inches wide. I'm sorry, 6 inches. 6 inches wide, and I think it's something like 9 or 8.5 or something long. It's really big. So the reason I like this one is because I can fit so many things in it, and the strips that I'm going to be embossing today are actually going to be that 8.5 inches long here. But if your folder isn't this big, that's okay. You can just put it in as far as it will go and then run it through again with the other side in there, kind of sticking out the end, or you don't have to emboss the longer pieces that we're doing today. So let me go ahead and get my pieces out here. Actually, I didn't do even any cutting because I wanted to show you how we can make this and utilize the paper as best we can. So I'm going to take my trimmer out. This is just Stampin' Up! Trimmer. I love our trimmer. We have the all of the measurements here, and we have this extendable arm, so it goes all the way to 17 inches over here and 12 inches all the way this way. It doesn't even fit on my screen. So we have a scoring blade and a cutting blade. So let's go ahead and cut our pieces. It's just your standard piece of cardstock here, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to cut it in half at 5.5 because then we can do both of our cutting. So we needed 4 strips. Let me put it on the screen here. 2 strips, 3/4 by 8.5. So that's this long width. And then we need 4 of the strips this way at 5.5 inches. So we'll use each of these, and then you can get 2 of the same thing from one sheet. So I'm going to take this one in with the short end at the top and the long end over here. We're just going to cut 2 pieces at 3/4 of an inch, just like so. I'm going to keep my comments up so I can see if you guys have any questions. Today's a quick one. I think this one's super fun. It's definitely appropriate for the time of year it is. You probably already guessed what we're doing. There's 2 longer pieces. And then here I'm going to take my other piece. The reason we can't use this piece that we just cut from, because now we cut off the length, it's not 5.5 anymore. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to put it in at the long side here. This edge is 5.5. So we're going to cut 4 pieces of these. So if I were to keep on cutting, I could cut 8 out of here and, 2 more strips out of this one. Because this is one that you probably want to do in bulk. You could do these for a craft fair or do it at a dinner table or for a bunch of kids. You'll see what I mean. And you probably already know what we're doing. All right, so we have 4 of these, and I'll just put these off to the side for future use. And we have all of our strips here. Okay, so now we have these. I'm going to take out my embossing folder and open up this big bad boy and stick it in all the way to the top. So we have our strips here. See what I mean? How big this is? It's 8.5 long. I can fit these the whole way in there. So if you don't have this embossing folder and you'd like to get your hands on it, it is in my online store at orderwithdeb.com. And our new Stampin' Rewards program launched yesterday, which means every single order that you have in your cart, over $20 earns 10% back for future rewards. So that is awesome. I'm going to put this, see if I can fit my machine in here. I probably can't, but let's see. We'll just stick it in here. I've got my top plate here, plate number 4. We'll just shove this through. Oops, I think I didn't take one of these plates off. If it doesn't go through right away, that's your cue to re-examine your sandwich and see if there's something that you forgot to do. Got lots of people jumping in. Welcome, everyone. So here's my sandwich here. And we'll get our embossed pieces out. Again, this is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder, but you can use whatever you have at home. That's the point of mystery stamping, right? Use what you have at home, have fun with it. But if I happen to inspire you and you like what you see, you can actually buy anything that you see on my videos as well. So I'm always using current things. All right, so here are all of our strips. You can use your adhesive of choice. Liquid glue is okay. You're just gonna have to hold it for a little bit. If you use Stampin' Seal Plus, sometimes with embossed pieces, it tends to rip the paper a little bit. I'm gonna try to do it with the Stampin' Seal, and I have some alternatives at the end here. So let's go ahead and get started. I have these 2 long pieces. I'm gonna take one of these and just gonna push all of these to the side. I'm going to turn this, the pattern, you can see the cool bump, the cool plaid. I'm going to put that upside down. And all of these are right side up at the moment. So we do want to be conscious of the pattern if you have a particular way that you like it and how you want the pretty side out. So I'm going to have the pretty side down here. And then on this piece here, I'm just going to run a little bit of adhesive along the top, about two strips of it near the top of all these. And that was pretty side up. So all of these have the nice pattern on the top, and I put glue on the nice side. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to turn it over so that the glue is now on the bottom. I'm going to stick it right on the end here, just like that. So now I have the nice side on this side, and we're just going to do it like this. Now this next piece, I do want to leave a little bit of a gap, and this is up to you. We're going to put all 4 of these strips here. I just don't want to go over halfway. We actually want to stay a little bit under halfway. So I'm just going to leave, I don't know, about a quarter. It's not probably less than a quarter of an inch. What is that? Let's take our ruler back out. It's about, yeah, it's about a quarter of an inch, give or take. I'm just going to eyeball it. So I'm just going to keep putting these here at about a quarter of an inch. See, we're well under halfway through our strips here. We just want to keep those kind of straight here. Okay. So everybody following along so far? So we have this piece, all of the nice sides on this side. And now I'm going to add some adhesive to the pretty side again on the other side of the strips. So let's go ahead and add that. I hope everybody's doing well today. I think it's going to get up to 50 degrees here in Michigan. I've had my flowers popping out, which is exciting. All right, I'm going to pick this up. And actually, let's take my bone folder. Where did you go, bone folder? To cover you up with embossing things. Oh, I put you away where you go. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to curl these. And you've probably guessed again, we are doing a basket. An Easter basket, because it's so appropriate, right? Nice and easy. Okay, so now we have this nice curl in our basket. We are going to start with the one that's already on the end, and we're going to work this way. So this is the part where you need to pay attention. So I'm going to put this piece furthest away is going to go next in line, same distance away that we were doing. So I'm going to take this one. It's already got glue on this end. It's sticky right here. And I'm going to stick it about the same distance away, like so. You see what I'm doing? So now I need to take the next one. Don't get confused and take the one that's right next to it. We want to start at the end here. So always start from the end. That's already, it goes all the way to the end. You're going to go to the next one. So I'm going to grab this one and then put it here. And we do want a little bit of a tail left over to finish up our basket. Take my next piece right here. So you could get good at these and crank them out for a craft fair or at your Easter table. Put some dinner mints in here. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, so here's our last one. We're going to stick that next on our basket here. And you should be left with one little tab here. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue, not all the way over to this strip because we still want to leave our little gap here. As we put this together, we still want to keep that even gap. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. It could be liquid glue or this one. It's a little awkward in the air, but that's okay. Oh, Yvonne says it's 85 one day and 60 the next. Hey, I'll take either one of those. That sounds wonderful. All right, so here is our bottom of our basket, and it's a bit round, and so we're gonna just mash it. Just kind of push on it. Just like that. So then it sits flat. Now I didn't with the other ones, but I was going to experiment with this one. You could reinforce the bottom here and make it sit a little bit flatter if you added some circles to the inside and the outside. Not necessary. It's just a little bit rocky, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and see how it is without the circles, and then maybe we'll add some and see how we like it. So here is our last longer strip, and this is going to be the handle. Now go ahead and find your seam that we finished the basket with. We're going to cover that with the one side of the handle, and then it will go to the other side. So let's go ahead and add adhesive to the inside of this curved handle. This is going to go on the outside of our basket to cover up that seam there. There's my seam right there. And we're just going to put it right there. Kind of goes over the gap right here. And then we'll add adhesive to this side as well. See how quick and easy these baskets come together? So I'm just going to look where the other side is. There's a little gap there. So I'm going to line this up with that so it's kind of even. Here's our cute little basket. Wasn't that fun and easy? So now I just want to decorate this with a few bows, and you can optionally put like a little tag or a banner on here saying Happy Easter or some bunny loves you or something cute. All you have to do is just put the bows on there. That's, I mean, one and done. Like we're gonna be super easy and quick. So of course you can just search your stash and see what you'd like to use on there. Let's see, I already tied my bows, and I'm just gonna stick them on a glue dot and then just stick them on here. You could put the bows on the sides like this. You could stick one on the top maybe. Be a little bit less work to do one bow, right? I thought these were super cute, and you could bang these out for a craft fair, right? So there is our basket. I have some grass that I got from our local grocery store, and so just a little bit of grass here. We'll just stick that in. Get rid of this little piece. Maybe a little bit more. Crinkle that up. And then this will fit one of the smaller eggs or one of the larger eggs. So these are the two standard eggs that I feel like come in the grocery store and things. And so both of these will actually fit depending on how much of the Easter grass you stick in there. So this one definitely has enough room. You could stick it upside down to kind of be a little bit more balanced in there. And then the bigger one, of course, also fits. Isn't that cute? So there is our project for the day. That's it. We got some cute little Easter baskets. And so here are my alternatives. I just did them in springy colors. We have blue and green and pink and purple. Of course, you could do one in each of our colors, right? I do kind of like the smaller eggs in there, but of course, yeah, they do fit the big ones too. I think these would be so cute with dinner mints in there for Easter. These are hard to see from the top angle here. Look how cute they are though. We will lay them down. Aren't those cute? All right, so let me go ahead and put my face back in here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. That you can't really vote on this one. Which color is your favorite? You can you can vote on which color you like the best. Are you a pink girl, a purple girl? You like blue or green? Would you rather see this in another color or maybe some DSP? Wouldn't that be fun? It might be a little bit less sturdy with DSP. Oh, we were gonna try circles, right? With the purple one. All right, I'm gonna keep my face in here because why not? You like looking at my forehead while I work, right? All right, so we're gonna have the purple piece here. And I'm just gonna get out my 1 3/4 inch circle punch and see if this helps make any sturdy difference. I'm gonna do two, one for the outside and one for the inside. Let's see what happens when we add this, whether it makes any difference or no. I mean, if it makes no difference, then why waste the paper and the time doing it, right? So we're gonna do one like so. Oh, Yvonne wants to see yellow. There. Oh, it is sturdier. Okay. So you could add it maybe just to the bottom. Look at that. It doesn't tip over now. Okay, maybe I recommend circles. 1 3/4 inch, and you could even put it on the inside for extra stability. Then it's kind of heavier too, so it kind of sits upright. All right, let's just see how that. Okay, I kind of like the circle. Maybe I should add that to the directions there. I do like the circle. Okay, I should have tried that. Jasapa says she loves yellow too. This one is green, but it is kind of yellow. It's a yellowish green. It's our lemon lime twist. I don't know if you guys are saying that you like this one because it's yellowish or it's green technically. It's like safety green, which is yellow. All right, I do like that circle. That does provide a lot of stability on the basket. So recommend the circle. So if you like this project, go ahead and let me know in the comments there. And if you see anything that you like, you can purchase anything on our online store there at orderwithdeb.com. If you're not on my email list, make sure that you get on there too. Linda, you like the circle? Yes, I know the circle does make it. All right, I'm gonna have to add circles to the rest of these now, and then I can give them to the kids with some jelly beans in there or something. All right, thank you again for watching. I appreciate all of you. Again, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the flowers that are popping up and have a fantastic Easter. All right, guys, bye.